Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. So we're going to get right into it. For some reason I feel the need to share my name. My name is Demi. For those of you that may be new, but that was coming through, maybe some of you guys are called Demi as well, or that could be a name that you've got on your names list if you were going to be having a little girl in the future. But let's get right into it. So this is going to be a psychic sit down, so we're going to let the spirit babies or the spirit baby realm take over. They're going to take the reins, and whatever comes through comes through. So they're already talking about, I've been hearing for the last few days, right, it's the final countdown. And it's like a singing, like it's the final countdown. When I'm hearing that for this reading, I'm being shown a splitting, like a timeline split. So there's a huge timeline split going on right now of people who are choosing to be in hell or to stay in hell, and then those people who are choosing to create heaven on earth is what they're talking about. And a lot of these waves of children that I've been tuning into, they're very, very powerful. They're very ascending. It's like they're already in union of their divine masculine and their divine feminine, of their light and their dark, of their lower nature and their higher nature. They're like Christian beings that are coming through to assist us and rebuilding anew and stepping into the new dawn. That's what they're saying. But these souls that are coming through, obviously they need to be coming through those of us who are choosing to create heaven on earth. But they're talking about a timeline split. So you guys may be seeing this. You may be seeing the vast difference in people's perspectives and people's visions, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Like, it's becoming obvious who is choosing to stay in hell, who's choosing to stay in the darkness, and who is choosing to work to have better for themselves, who is choosing to create that heaven for themselves on earth. That is what is coming through firstly. So the first card we've got here is action, exactly that. And look at that, you've got the white horse and the black horse. So that is the light and the dark, the shadow, and I'm hearing the light, the shadow, the light, but the grace. So people who are taking action towards their heart, towards walking in grace. This is who a lot of these souls, and they're pointing to the sun here, this is who a lot of these souls are choosing to come through now. Because they need to be raised in this kind of environment that's very, very loving. Not just loving and not just nurturing. It needs to be, they're saying open. They need to be open. They need to be able to run free like these horses. They need to be able to have that example to follow, so they know how to be that sovereign being, so they stay in their remembrance and they don't forget. Because it's very, very easy when we incarnate and when we come into this density, it's very easy to forget where we came here. It's very easy to forget that you're a soul having an infinite experience, and forget that this is an earth school and you're coming here to clear karma and learn lessons and evolve your soul. So they're saying that they can't forget, they need to remember. So they need parents who are on this journey of ascension, who are going to remind them to always be tapped into their soul, to follow their dreams. And we have here appreciation and deceit. Exactly that. So again, it's a splitting. It's these people over here, right, who show a lot of gratitude for who they are and where they are at life. Even if you're in a place where you don't want to be, even if you're in that 9 to 5, even if you live in an area you don't want to be living in, it's still having that gratitude and having that grace and trusting in yourself, trusting in the Most High God and your path, that you will be moved and you will move into higher places, and putting in that action, putting in that work. And then you've got the people over here who are kind of those people who are angry at the world, who think the world owes them something, who don't want to put in that hard work, who just want to receive the results. And these are the kinds of people who throw that hate and that envy and that shade at other people who are in this appreciation, who've created a beautiful abundance for themselves. I'm hearing thieves and stealing, so maybe we're going to be seeing more like theft, more theft and deceit within society. I mean, it's already on the rise, but they're saying when this split is happening, it's becoming more and more apparent. You're going to be seeing these people for who they really are. They're not even going to hide anymore. They're not even wearing masks anymore. I mean, you can't wear a mask anymore in this year of 2025. It's the year of endings. So when things are endings, it means everything is being revealed. So all of the masks are coming off. God and Mother Earth are showing us who is who. And then we have here the guarding and the gate. So it's leaving that comfort zone and creating that beautiful life for yourself. And this is what a lot of you guys are choosing to do and have chosen to done. A lot of you could have already done this. You could already be living in that abundant, in that heaven on earth. I'm staring at the little hut. I'm staring at the little house here, but I said hut. And maybe some of you guys have like a bird hut that you have in your garden. And this is what you've always dreamed of, having like bird huts everywhere. Seeing someone who is very, very fond of fairies. So you could have that belief in the elemental realm and in fairies. I mean, I believe in them too. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you're very connected to your inner child. And it's like you want to see them. Maybe you want to catch them on camera, but it's like a lot of you have these little huts that you may have created yourself, because I'm hearing carpenter, or maybe your partner did, and you put them around your garden. But it's like this magical field to believe in magic, to believe in myth, to believe in mythology, I'm hearing, because a lot of mythology is actually based in truth. It's actually based in the spirit world. This is what these children need coming through. And I'm staring at the key that is around her neck, because this is going to give them the key to believe in the magic that exists within them. This is going to give them the key for them to be themselves, to be authentically them, go out in this world and do what God is asking them to do. And do what their soul contracted to do in this lifetime. What else, Spirit? And we have here blossoming abundance. I love this. I'm staring at the number 3. You guys could be seeing 3 everywhere. Maybe some of you already have children and they could be 3 years old, because I'm being shown a toddler like running around. They could have a funny walk. I'm being shown a scene in the in-betweeners. It's a program in the UK, but it's when William, he's called, it's when he like meets a girl from his childhood, or she used to be his babysitter, and she was like, she says to him like, do you still have that funny walk? And he's like, what a funny walk? And she's like, the funny walk you do. And he's like, I don't think I do a funny walk. And then he just walks off. She's like, that's it. And he's like, this is just my normal walk. That is what is coming through. So maybe you feel like your child has a funny walk, or maybe they will be if you haven't got kids yet coming in the future. They could like, because I'm being shown a penguin. So maybe you kind of tease that they wobble and they walk like a penguin. I mean, I call toddlers like drunk dwarfs, because that's kind of like the way they are, and the mannerisms. They're kind of just like clumsy and they always fall over. They like literally trip over nothing. But this is what is coming through. But with this, I'm getting the fairy kingdom. So maybe it's actually like these toddlers are being tripped up by the fairies. Maybe that's coming through for someone. So some of you could believe in that. And maybe your child is very, very tapped in and they see things and they point to things. You could have like one of those babies. It's kind of just like looking around in amazement, and you know they're seeing orbs. You know they're seeing angels. You know they're seeing some shit from the spirit side, I'm hearing. Because they're going to be more clairvoyant. They're going to have more of a powerful sight than you guys will. Even if you guys are mediums and clairvoyants yourself, or just psychically inclined, you have a very powerful intuition. I'm hearing mother's intuition. They're going to have a very, very powerful sight, a very powerful foresight, because they have a vision from spirit, from the Most High God, that our generation won't have. And this is where we do need to be listening to children. This is where we do need to be taking heed on what children and what the younger generations are telling us isn't right with this world and with this society right now. But a lot of you guys are choosing to walk in this abundance, and this is what is going to assist in you aligning to bringing these spirit babies through, and you aligning and conceiving. And we have here healer of the ages. So this is who these souls are. This is what is coming through. You guys are literally will be birthing the healer of the ages, because they're going to be rebuilding these new generations. I'm just staring at the flames here. They have a powerful sacred flame, a powerful spark of the Most High God. And again, if you look at this guy here, he looks like Jesus Christ, or how Jesus Christ has been depicted to us. He looks like him. So they are Christed beings. They're very, very connected to the sun. They're very connected to the heart. What else? Can I get one more card from this deck? One more card? Yeah. One more card from... Okay. We have here, and they all flipped out together. Daughter, personal healing and happiness. The sun, and patience. So this is also what they'll be teaching us. A lot of you would have already been having this lesson with patience when it comes to divine time. You have to really and truly surrender to divine time when it comes to birth and when it comes to death in these worlds, because that's God's kingdom. Mother Earth decides who will be incarnating, who will be birthing into her realm, and then God decides who will be transitioning back to his kingdom, you know. And I feel like a lot of you guys are it's like you're looking up the cycle of life. It's like you're looking into a birth and you're looking into death. Maybe you're getting really intrigued by this. I feel like a lot of your mediumship abilities are coming on board, and that's what it is. Because I'm staring at this, you see the kind of the goldness that is around the clock here. And then you see on this card here, the same gold that is shining. So it's like you have to surrender to this truth, and you have to really integrate this truth when it comes to the cycle of life, when it comes to birth and death, and the fact that they are intertwined. You can't have one without the other. They actually happen simultaneously. Like they say, God takes and God gives. So when someone is transitioning, there's a child being born, and it's happening at the same time. There's something about that truth that you guys are really integrating, and this needed to be integrated because this was the only way that you were going to let go and let God when it comes to you conceiving, because many of you would have been trying to conceive for years. It could have been like over a decade for a lot of you guys, and maybe you at the point where you're like, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to be a parent. But then you're getting confused because you could be being drawn to readings like this. You could have them keep popping up on your page. You keep getting signs from your spirit baby. You could see them and feel them around you, and they're letting you know, no, I'm coming through in this lifetime. I'm supposed to be coming through in this lifetime. You need to believe and trust in that. And it's normally when it's about to happen, you're going to get the most frustrated. But I feel like this is when this flip happens, and this is when you really truly let go and you surrender. You surrender to divine time, because you know that this soul needs to be coming through on a specific birthday, on a specific time, and in a specific generation. So a lot of them will be coming through in 2025, because again, it's the year of the 9. It's the year of endings, and they're going to be ushering in the new. So endings and beginnings, again, it's the same thing, intertwined. And then you have here the daughter, personal healing, happiness, and the sun. So this will be like a weight lifted for those of you that have been going through that. That have been so upset. I'm getting the word obsessed. I'm hearing Mariah Carey, why are you so obsessed with me? But it's been obsessed with like having children and bringing these kids through, and the fact that you hadn't conceived yet. And they keep saying yet, and they're showing me the word yet, and it's in huge capitals. So it will happen. You will have your child with you, Earthside, in this lifetime. And you see, there's a little baby down here hanging. I'm staring at the baby, and it will be announced to you. You will get this announcement from your overseeing archangel. So I think the archangel with the horn, I believe it's Archangel Gabriel, but your overseeing archangel, every human has one, will announce to you when this soul is about to be coming through. And there'll be no denying in your mind, there'll be no dismissal that this is a message from your guardian angel. It'll be very, very powerful. You guys could even literally see, like, have a vision of an angel in front of you, and they could be holding something. Some of you could be seeing a stork. You could see certain signs in the clouds, in the sky. There's something about the sky that's going to be very, very important. Or some of you as well, you can have a powerful connection when it comes to the water element. Like I'm seeing a scryer, like someone who could put their finger on like a bowl of water and you get visions. And this is how you see. Maybe some of you guys read in that way. That's coming through for somebody. But you are choosing to walk through this portal. You are choosing to walk onto this timeline. You're not going to stay in this timeline, in the hell, where this timeline split is going on. And you'll be moving away from many people who are in that deceitful energy. So you could have a lot of people who are going to have envy and hate towards you. And this is obviously going to be those people who are choosing not to change. Who are choosing the wrong side of the fence. I'm hearing the wrong side of the fence. It's like your spirit baby is going to be pulling you away from them now. Because they can act as blocks to you conceiving as well. We have here 8 of emotion. You feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. Exactly that. And you see on the card, it looks like a little cherub. It looks like a child. So this is your spirit baby confirming you that they are leading you to your heaven. You need to be really honing into your intuition right now and really work on your relationship to your father, I'm hearing. And when they say your relationship to your father, they're talking about the Most High God. But some of you, it's a general reading, that could also mean like your dad or a father wound. Some of you could be carrying a father wound, particularly when it comes to money or when it comes to somebody being there for you. Like having a rock, someone to lean on, that kind of energy you guys will be healing right now. So a lot of you could have always had to have been your own shield. So I call men the divine shield. And I feel like a lot of you women watching, you would have always had to be your shield. You always would have had to play the role of the woman and the man. And I feel like now you're really truly surrendering to the divine feminine. You're like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I can't carry all this weight on my back anymore. Like I need that shield. It doesn't mean that you don't have a partner, but it just means that it's the divine masculine side of you. You're allowing this to really evolve. But it's also something about the men within your family. It's like you're allowing the men within your family to step up. So maybe you've always been that one, because I'm being shown a key, who was the key, who had the self-mastery, who was the one who was bringing in money and always helping out everybody else. It's now you're going to see a switch. You're going to see the men within your family, those of you that are women, who are going to be stepping up for you. And then we have here 9 of thought. Stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts towards the positive. There's no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that heaven will provide a solution. If you're experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels. They're literally confirming a message will be coming through to you guys from your angels. And again, you are choosing heaven. So even though you could be in this energy, This is like your spirit baby who's acting out how you are in the moment. Some of you could be feeling a bit, I'm not getting depressed, but maybe a bit low. Or again, it's like things are getting on top of you. Like you're carrying everything on your back. Maybe you feel like you've always carried your family on your back because you could have been that generational curse breaker. You're that black sheep. You're the one who said, no, no, I'm not going to repress this pain. I'm going to feel it, and I'm going to unpack all of this baggage that was handed down to me from my grandparents, from my parents. You're the one who's done all of this, who's done all of this unpacking. I'm just seeing someone go through loads of stuff, go through loads of suitcases. You're like, no, the family doesn't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. You're the one who's going through everything, having a spring clean, but it's energetically and it's spiritually. And it's like now you're at the point where like, mate, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. But the thing is, you were almost there. You've almost walked onto that timeline of heaven. And again, this is where things can feel like they're all coming on top of you. It's like you can literally feel the weight of this realm, of Mother Earth, of this density, of this physicality. And you're remembering you're a soul that was on the other side incarnated. And you're feeling all this weight. And you're like, shit, what the hell is going on? But it's about to lift. And it will lift like that. It will just lift like a blanket off of you because you've been doing the work. Again, I'm staring at the dove and I'm staring at the rainbow. So you guys could be seeing doves and rainbows everywhere. There's also a peacock there on this card and the lotus flower. Can I get one more card, please, for the collective from this deck? This one. We have Six of Forks. Peaceful times are on the horizon. The storms have passed and now you can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. I'm hearing from Spirit when I'm reading this, you are being moved. You are being moved. A lot of you guys are being moved. Maybe you just had an opportunity, an offer, like a career, and you're going to be moving abroad. Or maybe like you've just met someone, like a partner. It could be like a member of your soul tribe and you're going to be moving abroad, or they could be traveling to you. But there's something about travel when it's overseas. So you could be connecting, I'm hearing collaborating, connecting with people who are foreign to you, who are from a different country, who are from overseas. Or maybe they're from a different state, I also heard. But again, there's just so many confirmations that you guys are choosing to walk in heaven. You were choosing to follow your heart, and you were choosing to want more for yourself, and you're leaving like this darkness behind. You're leaving where you don't belong. I'm hearing you're leaving where you don't belong, and you're moving to this. You're moving to your brighter horizon, and this is part of your spiritual inheritance. You were gaining your flowers. All of this work you've done, it hasn't been in vain. How could it ever be in vain? God was never just going to leave you down and out. You were getting your spiritual inheritance, and it's coming in faster than you think. I heard, and so will we. Your spirit babies are like, and so will we. We're coming, we're coming. What else, Spirit? Can I get a few messages for the collective from this deck, please? This one. We have here Our Lady of Love. Exactly that. You see there's two birds down here. There's two doves. You guys have activated the divine spark of God that exists within your heart. And I'm hearing Mary Mary song. It's the God in me. It's the God in me. So you could have other people staring at you right now. They could be assuming like, oh, you just got a lucky break. It's just luck. They don't understand all of the work that you've been doing over the years. I'm hearing blood, sweat and tears. You've put blood, sweat and tears into these goals and into your vision, into becoming who you are today. But obviously other people who are in this energy here, then don't have that vision. They don't have that perception, so they can't see that. So they're just looking with jealousy, envy and hate. And they're like, oh, well, why does this person get this and why don't I? Because they haven't done the work. But they don't have that vision. They don't have that perception, so they don't see it. They literally don't see it. Which is where you'll be kind of looking at these people with madness. Like, what? Are they mentally deranged? Like, it doesn't even make sense. But you guys keep following your heart. Keep following your passions. Because you are walking into heaven on earth. I keep hearing it. You are walking into heaven on earth. Do not give up when you are right there. And you know that meme of the guy who's digging and digging. I always think he's digging for gold, but it's diamonds. He's digging for diamonds. And he's almost there. And then he gives up and you can see he kind of turns around. He's walking away. And there's another guy underneath and he's still digging. He's about to dig one more time and he's going to get there. He's going to get through. This is you guys. You're about to dig and mine for your diamonds. And you are that diamond in the rough. And you've also activated the diamond blueprint, the diamond energy within you. So the diamond blueprint is connected to Christ, being a Christed being, walking the path of the heart, because that's a path of Christ consciousness. I heard Jesus. So Jesus is that example. The Son of God is that example that all human beings can ascend to. We have Our Lady of the Inner Gate. You see here, it looks like a yoni, like I'm seeing, it also looks like menstruation, but I'm also like seeing a womb and I'm seeing birth. So again, and you see the heart here. the Sacred Heart, and it has pearls over it. So this is what you guys have declared. You have claimed your pearls. You have been crowned, but I'm hearing like you have been pearled. You have been pearled. So it's like God and Mother Earth are placing these pearls and placing these jewelries and placing this crown on your head. It's like a coronation, like a spiritual coronation that's going on in the spirit realm when it comes to you. There's two birds on a lot of the cards that have been coming out. You see there's two birds here, two blue birds. So you guys are coming into union within yourself. You are very much in balance. There's no more like, so in the past you would have been walking the tightrope and you would have been wobbling. You would have been like carrying stuff from your past or from your family's bloodlines. Like, oh my God, I'm going to fall. I can't carry all of this. And then you started releasing it and doing the work. And then you could walk on the tightrope like it ain't nothing. I'm hearing like it ain't nothing. Now you can bounce around. You can jump. You can leap. You can do a black flip. You're not going to fall off. So you have created this firm ground for yourself. But this strong foundation, this pillar of strength you have created for yourself. And a lot of you women, you have really and truly healed your wombs. A lot of you could have been violated, sexually abused when you were younger, when you were children, or even this is carried in from past lives on your soul. And you've really truly held this space for yourself and you've healed this. And this is where you become a threat and a weapon to the energy of paedophilia and to the energy of rape and the attack on women and the womb itself. You become that weapon, God's warrior. A lot of you are going to be getting a surprise that you haven't expected. So it's something that you haven't asked the Most High for. That he's just going to be here, give it. And being shown a silver platter. So something's being given to you guys on a silver platter. And your spirit babies, they're like, us too, us too. So they'll be bringing in gifts for you guys too. What else, Spirit? Just here, keep going, keep going. Can I get one more card, please, from this? We have Our Lady who prevents interference. This is beautiful. This is that heaven on earth. This is that timeline split. You see how she's got the Baba here? But you see this beautiful tree? This is the ancestors. And then you have the flowers here, their spiritual inheritance. And this is what your new firm, they keep saying firm ground. But this is what your new root is now going to be built on. This is your root chakra now. It's these flowers. It's your spiritual inheritance. And you're going to grow powerful roots. And it means that your child, any children that come through you or are raised by you, if you'll be like fostering or adopting, they're going to have a head start. I'm hearing they're going to have a beautiful head start. You know, I'm just being shown a scene of a woman, a new mother. And it looks like she's standing like on a balcony of this beautiful, it looks like a mansion, a beautiful home. It's really open. It's looking out on the water and on the lake. And she's kind of holding this newborn. And the newborn's just staring in out, seeing everything. And she's like, Look at what you're born into. Look at the life you're going to have. This is the energy that is coming through. It's the heaven on earth. And you will be holding your child earth side. For a lot of you, they will be a star. They're going to be, because they're going to be very shiny. They're going to be very ascended. So they're going to be seen. They're going to be very connected to their inner Messiah. So it means that the rest of the world is going to see them because this is part of their mission. They're supposed to shine bright. God is going to be putting a lot of his warriors and his souls in the limelight now. And we have here Our Lady of Comfort. Again, heart. The heart is a powerful symbol of unconditional love. But this is all of the love that you have been pouring into yourself. When you choose, because when we're born, again, remember they were talking about when we incarnate, we can forget. You forget your mission. You forget that you're that soul. And you can succumb to a karmic family. You can succumb to some of the unfortunate events that may happen to you in this realm. But you guys chose to walk a path of the heart. You chose to unpack. You chose to feel the pain and not numb with substances. Yeah, I'm being shown like alcohol and drugs, and maybe there's an addiction problem within your family. You chose not to numb it, you chose to face it. And when you choose to face it, you free not just you, but your bloodline, you free your ancestors, and you free your descendants, so these children who will be coming through you. But again, the blue and the red, I'm just seeing this as like a light and dark of a divine masculine and divine feminine. So it's the union that you have come into within yourself. And look at all this beautiful, looks like they're scrolls. It looks like letters here. So you guys have completed a huge part of your soul's contract. And this is now where that spiritual inheritance is able to come in for you because you've unlocked. It's like you've unlocked it. It's kind of like a game. I'm being shown a computer game and you've got to the next level. What else, Spirit? This deck here. Can I just get a few cards, please? What does the collective need to hear? In this Spirit Baby realm, can I get a few cards, please? Gee, that's way too many. They're also talking about how many of you who are divine counterparts, you may already be with your person, or some of you are about to come into union. They're talking about how that is also going to be intertwined with their mission. So a lot of these spirit babies coming through, these christened beings, it's like Mother Mary and Joseph. So it's the divine feminine, divine masculine who will be coming together. So a lot of these children who are coming through in, like, they're coming through in waves. They're just showing me waves and waves of these spirit babies that are coming through. And obviously this is a general reading online, so there's going to be loads of you watching from different parts of the world, different corners of the earth. But it's like a lot of these souls that I'm tuning into, they're from the same soul group and they're going to find each other. And we have here, from this card, I just get God being like, come home, my child, come home to me. But it's like you guys as well, you're also going to feel very held. It's like God himself is giving you a hug, and Mother Earth, you're going to feel very, very held in the near future. So a lot of you, where you've been feeling like you were just carrying everything, the whole world on your shoulders, that's going to release, and you're going to feel so loved, and you're going to feel so held and protected. It can be quite overwhelming for a lot of you guys. I'm just seeing someone kind of like burst out into tears. So when it does lift and you do feel this, I feel like that will be your reaction. You'll just burst out crying. It's a long time coming. I'm hearing it's been a long time coming. We have here, yeah. So you've been like working out the mechanics of your soul and how it works and your soul's contract. I'm seeing this as you looking at your soul's contract. It's also giving me the energy of Archangel Metatron and the blueprint, your soul's blueprint. So you guys are really tapped into your soul and who you are. You're really intrigued about yourself, like where you've been before and where you've been going. And this has really assisted you in getting to this level, I'm hearing. This has assisted you in moving on up and getting to this frequency. And being so intrigued on yourself and being so curious with yourself. And you guys are going to be this way inclined with your spirit babies. Like, I feel like those of you watching will like be looking at your kids' like birth charts. And you'll be looking up like the moon sign when they were born. What was their moon sign in? Because you want to best assist them in any way that you can. But they're saying here to just look in their eyes. When you look in their eyes, particularly when they're a newborn, when you look in their eyes, that you're going to have that telepathic connection. You're going to communicate with them. You're going to know. Like you have the blueprint of how these children need to be raised. You hold it within you. And for a lot of you, it's like Metatron is handing it to you. I'm seeing Metatron hand you guys a scroll of your spirit babies and what they'll certain points in their life and how you can best guide them and help them and assist them. It's like Metatron is handing you a scroll. Like, here, this is who they need to be in this lifetime. And we need you to help you at this point and this point and this point. Because this is where they're going to have a challenge and this is where they're going to struggle. This one here. What else do the collective need to hear? Can I get a few cards, please, from this deck? That's too many. We're going to take the one that fell on my lap. This one is Thomas, Mind Trap and Doubt. This is what you guys overcame. Fear. Fear of taking a leap of faith, because I'm being shown the Fool card in Tarot. So you were always fearful to move and to take that leap of faith. You were fearful of being held by the Most High, feeling that like hugging energy. So you always stayed where you didn't belong, or you stayed around people who didn't know how to hold you. They were still trying to like hug you, but it's kind of like awkward. You know, if you go to hug someone and they go to kiss your cheek and you go to hug them, and it's like this awkwardness going on. Like, this is what was happening with like people from your past and places you didn't belong. But now you're truly going to feel an embrace, and you're going to feel hugged from spirit, but also more of your soul tribe who will be coming in. But you guys have really healed yourself. You see on the hand here, there's a wound. You've healed all of your wounds, and for a lot of you women, you had a lot of wounding within your womb, both from this life, but also from past lives. You have been going through a lot. You've healed a lot. It's been a long journey, and again, they're saying it's not in vain. It won't be in vain, because now you've come into this sun energy, this Christ consciousness. And you can birth this energy, not just in terms of spirit babies, but you can birth this energy in terms of what you create, in terms of passion projects that will be a success and will assist other people, what other people need. It's like what you create with your hands, other people need it. They need to see it. They need to touch it. They need to know it, I'm hearing. We have here miracles, manifest and believe. And again, something about the hands and touch, physical touch, very, very significant. That could be like a favorite love language of you guys or your partner. And I feel like you'll be very, very affectionate, very open and very loving with your children that are coming through. Because you want them to have that example. Maybe some of you raised in a household that is quite cold. Like, I felt quite cold all of a sudden. But obviously not just to do with like the air. Or maybe some of you guys, like your parents, couldn't always afford heat. But more so it's getting a coldness, like a detachment from your parents. So they didn't know how to love you. Or maybe they didn't show affection towards each other. But miracles are happening. Again, you guys are coming into abundance. You will have enough. Some of you guys could be pescatarian, or maybe you'll be really big on fish when you're pregnant. those of you that are women. We have the garden, receive and heal. And this again, it's like that heaven on earth that you will be creating for yourself. But this also means you'll be creating this for your descendants and any children that come through you and then your children's children. So it's that generational wealth because you worked with the spirit. And a lot of you would have been working with the spirit first. You know, some people, they will like get their finances up. They'll work on their body and then they'll kind of they'll put the spiritual at the backbone. And then, or they're forced to then focus on the spiritual. They're forced to strengthen their connection with the Most High God, because maybe like they come into money and then they lose it and they start struggling and then they start to panic, and then that's when they get onto the spiritual path. But it's like a lot of you guys started with the spiritual path, so you're very much rooted in it. You're like that wise one and that guru that other people will be going to, or other people will seek out. You could also be, I'm hearing Agni aunt, so you could also be that Agni aunt for people around you. Maybe people always coming to you because you know exactly what to say, because you see from a higher perspective, because you're in a higher place, you're of a higher consciousness, and you're very tapped into the astral realms. A lot of you could have prophetic dreams, could have dreams about people before you meet them, or have dreams about people that you love, things that are happening in their life and how they can best overcome. You just know things. Someone's spirit baby is saying they just know things. They just know things. They're scared. Do you want one more card? No. Now, what else does the collective need to hear right now? What else does the collective need to hear? Thank you. We have a B. Community cooperation, sweetness. Bees are very, very high vibration. And this is what is happening. You guys are being led to your hive. You are magnetizing. You are calling in your hive. You're calling in each other. And these spirit babies as well, they're showing me like they're all huddled together as a group, and they're all watching you all, and they're all ready to come in. And they're of different races, different cultures, different languages, but they're all together. It's that togetherness and that unity that we need to be remembering. Anything that causes segregation, anything that causes I'm hearing dysfunction and division, they're saying that's of their God. They're pointing down there, they're like, that's of their God. So that is of the devil. That's demonic devil energy, anything that causes division and segregation, which is what we are seeing. But they're saying this timeline split needs to happen because people need to, firstly, things need to be made personal for a lot of people to wake up and realize and be like, oh, wait, I don't want to be over here. And they're going to have to jump at the last minute to come on the timeline over here. But this needs to happen to wake a lot more people up. There isn't enough people right now who are waking up. There isn't enough people right now who are moving on to a higher vibration. There's still people who are holding on to pain, who are oppressing it, who are making themselves sick. There's still parents and grandparents who are just dumping their baggage that they didn't want to deal with onto their children. And what you don't heal, you pass on. They're saying what you don't heal, what you don't face, you pass on, and your children will have to face. Or they'll then have that option to face it, and then they'll have to choose, are they going to do it? But the more things get passed on, it's like the messier and the heavier it gets. What else? Can I get one more card? You guys could be seeing bees everywhere. Okay, we have here Earth and we have Spring. I love this. Again, birds are very, very significant. Birds and butterflies. But we have the nest here and we have the eggs. And I'm hearing, I'm excited to come through and join you. I'm excited to come through and join you. We all are. So some of you, I feel like a lot of you will be having like 3 or 4 children. Twins and multiples keeps coming through, and I know that multiple births are on the rise. Yes, because of like medical assistance like IVF, it's more likely, but naturally there's going to be more souls who are coming through together, because there are lines. When I say there are lines and lines and lines, you know, like light years, like we can't even calculate light years. There's like lines and lines and lines of souls who want to be here right now, because it is an exciting time to be on Earth, because we're at a significant point. Again, the split is happening, so there's a lot of souls who want to be here just to see it. But again, you guys are very, very tapped in. You see here, this looks like a crystal. So a lot of you could be very, very clairvoyant. Again, I'm hearing prophetic as well. So maybe you don't say psychic or clairvoyant. You might say prophetic. You get prophetic messages from the Most High. But you guys, they're pointing to you and they're saying you are the crystal, you are the oracle. Because now they're showing me the Matrix. The Matrix, the oracle woman from the Matrix. Some of you could be quite busty. They're like pointing to her breast. Some of you could be quite busty, but they do say when a woman steps into her womanhood and her oracle, there's going to be for some. She has the curves, and she is quite busty. They associate that with a woman, who is the oracle, but that's coming through for somebody. But the eggs are also a very auspicious sign when it comes to conceiving, because obviously eggs represent fertility. They represent life itself. What else, Spirit? Did you want that deck? No. They want to get some cards from the baby says deck. So can we get some messages from the spirit babies? That's quick. We have here, if I can pick it up, says, Mama, Daddy says to tell you I love you to the moon and back, and to give you the biggest, bestest hugs and kisses. And they're talking about the physical touch again. So maybe you and your partner are very lovey-dovey and you're very expressive. You could be big on PDA. If you're not big on PDA, this would just be within the home. Like, I'm just seeing somebody in the car, and it's like your partner's driving, like has his hand on your thigh. So this is like two people that always be touching each other. It's like you want to be in each other's skin. You could also like watch each other a lot when it comes to the astral realm. Maybe you like dream of each other constantly. And rockets, I'm just staring at the rocket here again. So there's a fastness, there's something now that is happening fast, that is coming in fast. What else, Spirit? Maybe some of you guys will have a fast labor birth. Because I'm being shown one born every minute, and it's a scene where this woman, her partner, he goes to use the bathroom, and she's standing and she's just like leaning on the bed and she's trying to breathe, and all of a sudden she shouts his name. He's like, what? And he comes out, she's like, the baby, catch the baby, and he like dives and he catches, and everyone just drops. That's what's coming through for someone. I'm hearing don't scare me. We have here summer. So some of you guys could be due to have a baby in summer. You will have a summer baby. Maybe you guys were summer babies. What else do the collective need to hear right now? But again, this is given like holiday. Like creating that life for yourself and for your family that you won't need to have constant vacations from. That you won't need to have a break from. Like your life will be that holiday when you're creating heaven on earth for yourself. What else, Spirit? Do the collective need to hear now? I'm seeing like money. Is that what's on the card? No. That's a little shell. I was seeing this shell was like a bag of money. You know the emoji is a bag of money. It's got the dollar sign on. That's what I've seen. So finances and money is coming in for you guys. And particularly even more so, you're going to see your money coming up when these children are coming through Earthside, because they are like a lucky charm. And now the same group, they're all huddled together and they're holding the little lucky charm clover leaf. What else? Did you want any more cards from this deck for the collective? One more. Can I have one more card, please? Thank you. We have, Mama, Daddy, talk to your inner child like you talk to me. Little you need some attention. They're saying you need to remember your inner child is also a part of you. But when your reality in your life is about to shift, even if it's shifting for the better, you do need to be talking to your inner child and letting them know that it's going to be okay and that your life is going to look like this now. So I feel like doing a meditation or journey into your inner child, particularly at an age where you felt like everything on top of you, just that energy again of feeling the density of this room, like everything was closing in, that kind of energy. They're saying visit your child at that age. So it could have been an age where maybe you were being abused, or maybe it was an age that your parents were going through a divorce. Maybe some of you could have been bullied at school. That's coming through for someone. Whatever it is, you will know. You'll instantly be taken to that age. You'll see yourself at that age. Journey and meditate and speak to your child at that age. Some of you may even like writing letters, like journey into your inner child. Write a letter to your inner child and then allow your inner child to come through and write a response back. I feel like a lot of you will get a lot of answers in your life that way, because your inner child is the key. Our inner children are the key to our purpose, to our passions. Did you want that? I don't want that. Let's get some poems. You can't see I have a tarot deck down there, but they didn't want to use that one. Can we get a few poems to close out for the collective? A few spirit baby poems. Thank you. We have here, love is in the air. It's important I know you care. Through the love language of touch, cuddles, kisses and attention, I just can't get enough. I'll never fight the night if you kiss and hold me tight. That always does the trick in getting me to sleep. I come in peace even when being naughty. Mummy and Daddy only see the angel in me. Dennis the Menace is what others refer to me as. That doesn't necessarily mean I will be a lad. Cartoons and animation spark my imagination. I'll be a natural actor, got that style factor. Enjoy the company of older kids, they show me their cool tricks. Mountain bikes and skateboards interest me. Daddy buys me knee pads so I won't bruise easy. You live and you learn is my motto. Granddad sure does love playing the lotto. Yeah, so this poem here is confirming that you guys are really big on the love language of touch, and so this spirit baby, they need that example of love And this is why a lot of unions are coming in at this time. And then a lot of these waves of souls are going to be coming through, because they need to be seeing two parents who like each other. Not just who like love each other and like each other. You know, some people are just together because they're just doing life together, or maybe they've settled. They need to be seeing that affection and that expression of love. Healthy. I'm hearing healthy love. They need to see it. We have here, ooh, ouch, Mother Nature's pouch. Drip, drip goes the bloody tap. Mummy, I know you find this time of the month a drag. Moontime will pause, so moan no more. I'm almost at the door. Prop it open, put the kettle on. It won't be long till you're making my bottles whilst humming along a sweet song. So this is that confirmation that a lot of these souls are going to be coming through fast now. Some of you guys could have just come on your period, and maybe you've been trying and you got another period, and this is where you were like, but this could also be in that trigger where you really surrendered. You let go and you let God, and you surrendered and you really leaned into that divine time. Because obviously every single soul, we're all born on a certain date for a reason. Like if you're looking up your birth chart, you realize that your birth chart that kind of like maps up the kind of energy you hold, or maybe the experiences you've already been through in life, because you were supposed to be born on that date and at that time, and in that like I'm being shown coordinates, you're supposed to be born in that place for a reason. But they're confirming here again that they're coming through fast. A lot of them are going to be coming through fast. And a lot of you, your reality is about to shift almost overnight. It's going to look like, to other people looking in, and particularly to people who aren't putting in any hard work to change their lives, it's going to look like you're lucky or it just shifted overnight. But a lot of you have been grinding for a decade. I'm hearing decades. So for some of you, a decade, but a good decade, you've been on this spiritual path. But also a lot of you could have been in a certain industry. So you know that they're talking about now with the music industry, that some people will say people just appear from out of nowhere when it comes to music. But really and truly, if you look back, they put out like EP after EP after EP after EP until they got to their album. But that's a message coming through for someone. So you could be in the music industry, or maybe your spirit baby is destined to be. Because remember, God is putting a lot of his souls, his warriors, in the spotlight, in the limelight, because they need to be seen. They need to be shining their light. They need to be that example, that Christ did being example. But that's all the messages that is coming through. I hope that did resonate with somebody out there. And I'll see you in another video.